Hello altos, this is a tutorial for the altos in There Shall a Star from Jacob Come Forth. We're going to flip or minimize the letter R unless it's crossed out, and you'll just eliminate the R in those cases. You'll see a lot of those. So let's start legato. I wrote in calm assurance. There's a lot of R's to get rid of. There shall a star. And forth. Get rid of the R in scepter. Reminder that your legato here. Get rid of the R, get rid of the R. No breath, get rid of the R in fourth. No breath, get rid of the R in scepter. Top of 8, we're scooting right along. Get rid of the R. Get rid of the R. You're a suspension, so bring this suspension out from the second scaled grade down to the tonic. Bottom of page 8, first measure, first beat. Let's make that 8th note, 8th rest, so you can take a quick breath. Get rid of the R. Here you've got another suspension from the 4th to the 3rd scale degree, so really lean into those suspensions. Last measure of 8, please shorten the 3rd beat to 8th note, 8th rest, and take a quick breath. Get rid of the R at the top of page 9. No breath. Get rid of the R. Get rid of the R in 4th. Last measure, top of page 9. The first beat will change to 8th note, 8th rest, so you can take a quick breath. From Jacob Come Forth. Full value, put the TH on beat 3. There may be a slight retard here, but this will definitely be out tempo, and we've definitely got a cutoff here. Make sure you keep it quiet, because even though the organ's going to come in forte, it's just basically going to cover you up. And that's okay. Now we're in the development section. Please mark this as measure 32 so we can find it quickly. Molto marcato. You see how I have this marked with lines. Now, I didn't do that everywhere. I was pretty good about writing in all the what I want you to do to the text, because it's easy to forget. So these little apostrophes, a la Robert Shaw, indicate an unaccented schwa syllable. And a dash in the P. So this is going to be a glottal. So I'm pointing to the tenors. That's a glottal attack. And a dash in the P. In the P. And a dash in the pieces, like a great orator would say. The sforzando. Put the Z there. You might want to put 2 vertical slashes over that, so you give that full two beats. Princes and nations, put your Z on beat 1, and a dash in, as before. No breath here. Top of page 11. Nations, put the Z on beat 1, very strong. And a dash in pieces. No breath here. That's the top of 11. We've got an sforzando here at the bottom of 11. Put your Z in here. And a dash in. We won't always articulate the and that way, but in this little motive, and a dash in, let's make them very marcato and very separate. No breath as we turn the page to page 12. I didn't circle that sforzando. You probably should. Strong Z on beat 4. So that and dash in pieces, princes and nations is all very marcato, but as we return to the main theme, we're going to be legato. Now you're not yet. The sopranos will be over the top of you, but you're still and dash in pieces. No breath. Strong Z on beat 1, and a dash in pieces, in peace. Now, what I want you to do here. Peace says the princes and nations. I made it sound like we did and but we don't need to. And nations. I'll give you some help with this, but let's shorten that half note to dotted quarter, eighth rest to give you time for a breath, and the letter Z. Again, at the bottom of the page, and a dash. That means you're going to carry the D over to the last possible second, and a dash in P. Glottal stroke there. Says the princess, and now here I would like that schwa syllable, because the next thing is a sforzando, and it'll come out more if you go princess and a nay. By the way, the second syllable of nations is the IPA symbol for that vowel. It's the same vowel as in love, nations. So it's not an unaccented schwa. A little more elegant than that. Put your Z. I'm sorry to be yawning. It's not the company. Put your Z on the downbeat at the bottom page. And now you finally get to be legato again. But unlike before when it didn't crescendo, this one crescendos. Clear up to forte by the time you get here. Get rid of your R's. This is forte. Get rid of your R's. No breath as you go to the bottom of the page. Right in a decrescendo. Don't trust that you will honor that word. Get rid of the R in fourth. Get rid of the R in star. No breath. And a big crescendo. Write it in. And remind yourself that you've got to get clear to forte as you turn the page. You'll have to stagger breathing here. Get rid of the R. So diminuendo right in the decrescendo. It decrescendos clear to piano. Get rid of the R in fourth. Get rid of the R in morning and star. I wrote in the word amazement here with sudden radiance. So be amazed. Think of how those people felt when they saw that star. I mean, it must have been pretty incredible. Right in the crescendo mark. Don't trust that yourself with that word. Right in a crescendo. We crescendo clear up to forte and decrescendo back down to piano. Right in the crescendos and decrescendos. Get rid of the R's. In fa. Oops. I think I turned too many pages. Nope. I wrote quiet joy. Get rid of the R. We're going to change this to half, dotted half, quarter rest for a breath, and suddenly forte. Thy word, no breath. Change Jesus to O Lord. And no R in Lord. So forte, forte, subito, piano. And let's put a dotted half, quarter rest. I wrote in rising up, amen. Quarter note, quarter rest. Crescendo, right in the crescendo. Crescendo up to mezzo forte. Let's do quarter note, quarter rest. Again for a breath. Crescendoing to mezzo forte. Let's make it dotted half, quarter rest. Excuse me, I'm yawning again. Excuse me. And then forte, diminuendoing, get rid of the R. Carry full value off and right in. Look up. Thank you.